Welcome to A Date with Danu right here on High TV, your luxury channel. Today on the show, we're speaking about people who have set the stage on fire. Let's start the show. We have a fun show lined up for you. As my first guest on the show, I have someone who has been letting talent shine for over 30 years. He's professional, creative, witty sense of humor, and has a dog that follows him. Let's speak to Imran Saibo as my first guest.
Hi, I'm Imran Saibo. I'm here on a date with Danu. I thought it was a chat with Danu at first, but it turns out that I'm on a date with Danu. After I was invited on the program, I watched a little bit of Date with Danu. I was actually under the impression that it was an interview program, but it turns out that it's much more than that.
Hello, Imran.
Hello.
How are you?
Not too bad.
I heard that you did some research on this show.
I did.
And how was it?
It was good. It was a little too late for me to do anything about it.
So let me start off by asking, so you got into events 30 odd years ago?
Yes, I did.
That's quite a long time ago. How was it back in the days?
Embryo industry.
Okay.
No event companies. Now, of course, if you throw a stone, you get an event company.
I know. But at that time, was there even a requirement for an event company?
In the sense, I was in advertising. I started my life in advertising.
Okay.
So as an advertising, a person in advertising, clients used to say, you know, they want this show or that show or this launch or product launch or whatever it is.
Those days, they did it themselves, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
And so you got a stage from somewhere, you got a license from somewhere and all that. And invariably, you got a scolding from the client for doing it late or doing it something else, some nonsense. So I couldn't take it anymore.
Right.
So I decided, I went to Singapore, I bought some stuff down, I bought some equipment down, and I started off on my own. And
so is it important that a company needs to start? Right now you can hire everything, no? Because now we have a lot of outsourcing.
Yeah. I don't even own a piece of plywood now.
Oh, really? Wow.
I sold everything.
Oh, wow. Super.
Because at the end of the day, I decided, do I want to be an event manager, event coordinator, or do I want to be an event producer? So I thought, event producer.
That was your chosen?
That is my chosen.
Okay. And how has it changed from then to today? Where do you see Sri Lanka as a country that does events?
We are producing some very, very good shows. We have some very good people out there who do stuff. The only thing is we are a tiny little island, so at the end of the day, we don't have the international exposure that somebody outside might have. But yeah, we still have quite a way to go.
But I must say, Sri Lanka has a nice finesse about our events, right?
Yeah.
There's a touch of class when we do something.
There.
But who ruins the class? Is it the event company most of the time, or the clients who actually, or the person who you're doing the event for?
Well, that's a tricky one. But okay, if you do it as an event producer, when I go there, I just generally find that when I talk to my clients, I start putting in ideas, I start putting in creative stuff. We do things called audience profiling. We need to know who's coming there.
That is true.
You can't do a sit-down
group, whatever
exactly, and you can't do a sit-down dinner without sitting down and having a sit-down dinner first.
Correct.
You know, so that's all that part of it is there. But at the end of the day, an event person, whether he's the event manager, event coordinator, event producer, whatever you like to categorize him, should be able to say, I am showcasing my work here, and if it's not meeting up to a certain standard, whatever the money you're being offered, you should walk away. Just get out of it.
On that note, there's someone who has worked with him for a very long time, targeting a timeline of 47 years. He has danced, created dances, his rhythm, his personality, all of this has something called Om in it.
My name is Channa Wijewardena. Well, I was a dancer first and now I'm a choreographer, more into choreography. And I work with a lot of stars and Sri Lankan dancers, plus dramas, films, and it's fun. Choreography is fun. You learn a lot. You're living. When someone creates, that means you're living, not mechanical. I'm on a date with Danu. Well, I met Danu, I think it was 2011, St. Peter's College. I was choreographing a small act for this film which was done by Nita Fernando. And this guy, Danu, was doing a leading role, one of the roles. We had shooting for about 29 hours. The whole drama was going on. It was ballet, part of a ballet. I think he fainted. He couldn't take it. I thought that was going to be the end, but he has come up.
Sometimes you go for an event and you have presentations after presentations, beauty pageants which take forever, where people tend to make it about themselves without forgetting that there are actually audience who need to go home and move on with their life. But then there's like this ray of hope, and that's when Channa's dance troupe takes over the stage. It's phenomenal. You have maintained discipline, performance, and also represented Sri Lanka so beautifully. How did you create a craft that everyone is now following?
Well, the guy to my left is the one who opened the doors.
Oh,
Well, I was choreographing, showcasing dance to a particular audience.
right.
But he made me change everything because he got a different audience into it.
Okay.
And then the style started changing.
Yeah.
Then comes the fusions and everything.
Because you still have the essence of the Kandyan dancing, there's even Bharatanatyam, there's all of these, but you have created your own style. When you see a girl walking off your stage, they know, oh, that's a Channa dancer. The makeup to everything is on point. How did you create that complete thing?
Well, there's something called movement discipline. That's very important. Discipline in the movement. And I can see my not that move. I can see my style.
Breathing.
When you do a certain step, you do the movement between these two steps. You get 1, 2, 3, 4. The movement between this, I took it out and started creating my own style, without concentrating only on the step. So when it comes to Indian, it's different. Kathakali is different. Kandyan is different. But the movement, not the step.
You created something in between the first and the second.
Yeah,
Into
always
the
in step. And I give
wow.
phrases, different punchlines into the movement, and something came out.
Let's get into a break. On the other side, we needed some sex appeal and talent both put into one. On the other side, do stick around. It's a date with Danu right here on High TV. I told you we need some sex appeal. She looks fabulous, she's talented, and she's also saying thank you already. I'm happy to have Shermaine on Date with Danu.
Hello, I'm Shermaine Willis, and I'm a musician and an entrepreneur, and I'm glad to go on a date with Danu. So this is one of the shows where people tell me, be careful of what you say because he can put you in the spot. And I've seen a couple of shows, videos, and I must say that I'm quite intrigued. The very first time I saw him, or the first few instances, I thought he hated me because he never looked into my eyes and he never spoke to me. And when he approached me and spoke to me at an event, I was like, I thought you hate me all this time. And he was like, what, child? No, I'm always with a grumpy face and I don't hate you.
And I have Shermaine.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
So I met her at a Positive Sri Lanka fashion show in Kandy.
Yeah.
So then she came and sat next to me. We served a buffet, off the buffet, and we sat next to me. And I said, hi, how are you? And I spoke. And she said, I thought you don't like me. Why? Why?
No, I mean, it's just like this. I pick up on vibes, and I've obviously...
You pick up on whose vibes?
Your
on
vibes.
The other, my vibes.
And I don't want to initiate a conversation if I feel like I'm not welcome, so I just like keep my distance. But on that day, I think you initiated the conversation. I was like, should I ask? Because all this time I thought you hated me. But
Are you? Why?
no.
I don't even know you know to hate
Exactly,
you.
but now I know you're quite grumpy.
I
as a
am. No, I
person.
have a grumpy face because
Yes.
I don't do one thing for a day. Like
No, I think you keep thinking you have very.
my mind is
erratic
always
mind.
away.
Yes. Yeah.
Apparently, like great people such as Charles Dickinson and people like Brad Pitt have had these issues where they have these constant thinking problems.
Who is that, honey?
Yeah, just
So yeah,
on
I
those
misread
lines,
that.
I just follow quickly.
But yeah.
Thanks.
Apparently he likes me.
Yeah.
He never hated me.
No, I don't. Just my, and I'm also partially
And we
blind.
bonded over some like food.
Who? Let's quickly move on from that point. They can always beat such moments on this show. All right, so you have been performing with Imran. Imran seems to be the magnet that's holding the
No,
show
actually, he gave me the first show. And
What he came for?
he gave me
I
the
gave
first
the-
show.
He gave you the first
gig.
show, right.
And I mean, obviously, people would not hire someone who's an amateur
Yeah.
and someone who has not done anything.
But then if
And-
everyone thinks that way, when do you become professional?
Exactly. So,
Yeah.
and I mean, he believed in me on the first go, and he was like, "Hey, this is a show, and are you free on this date?" I was like, "Whoa!" But I had to down about like 2 Long Islands to get that confidence.
Yeah.
And also, in fact, Chandler's troupe performed with me as well on that day, the first show. So
Okay.
it was epic.
Okay, and that was how many years ago was it?
I'd say 2013.
Okay,
Yes.
and ever since then you have performed the most amount for
Yes,
Imran
yes,
shows?
yes.
All right. So Imran, you have a selection of people that you always work with, and some people who have come and gone. Any particular reason where they come and go?
Well, they go
No one goes.
No, some have gone.
They don't go.
very, very few.
Yeah, that's because
Very.
are they like troublesome to work with? Because you like a very free, easy kind of a show. Because you also don't annoy anyone.
Yeah. Not really.
Don't
They
annoy
go
anyone?
looking for.
I'd say he's very assertive.
He makes
Well-
professionals.
Yeah, okay.
He produces professionals.
No, okay. How I found Shermaine was very simple. I was sitting just doing the usual Facebook thing, and then I came across a
Oh,
clip
you're a
of his.
stalker.
I'm a stalker,
Very
like
much.
you.
What do you mean I'm a stalker?
As the show goes on, I'll prove it to you. But I found her on
How?
Facebook.
It
On a
was a
clip.
fated event.
And then at that time she was
Yeah, that's it.
yeah. And
What? She was what? I want to know.
Okay.
Single?
So she wasn't single. She had a boyfriend.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I thought, okay, if I speak to the lady, she'll think that I'm doing the usual
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, he
Can I
spoke
offer
to
you
her.
stuff?
But he looks
Manager.
like father, innocent face, right?
Yeah. Talking about me?
Yeah.
Thank you. So then, anyway, I spoke and I got her on board. And from that time onwards, she's been doing one thing after
Is the
another.
boyfriend still there?
No.
No.
Right, let's get into one word. We'll see you right after this.
3, 2, 1. One word.
And it's time for one word. I'm going to start with Channa.
That's an evil laugh.
Because can you put that cushion straight? That's like OCD is killing me, okay?
This way?
Not you, Channa. Him.
This
His
way?
cushion. Straight up.
Straight
there.
up. Okay.
Right, Channa, it's to you, all right? I've actually reduced the questions for this because I'm asking all three of you. All right. If not for Sagara Lakmal, who would be the photographer who you would work with the most?
Lakmal Sagara.
Next one.
Intelligent answers are very complicated for me. All right. Roshan, Hemal, Saranga. Rank them according to rhythm.
Saranga, Hemal, Roshan.
Right. If you have to choreograph a music video, who would be your preferred musician? Iraj, BNS, Lahiru Pereira.
BNS.
Now to you.
Bloody.
Sadist.
Your personal favorite and why? Umaria, Ashanti, Umara.
You make a good inquisitor.
Personal favorite, I'd say Umaria,
Right, gotcha.
because I've spoken
Why?
about
Yeah.
my personal problems and she's given me advice.
Okay. For
And we
counseling.
cried together over sushi.
Counseling.
For counseling purposes.
Yes,
Okay.
she has been my therapist. at some
Super.
point.
Who is a better performer beyond the singing? Ranveer, Lantra, Billy, Fernando.
I'd say the other guy, the one after.
Lantra.
Yeah, I'd say.
She didn't even know his name.
No, I mean, I know him, but like.
Lantra, please note.
But Randhir, I love you. And Billy too.
You did a song with Iraj.
Yeah.
I was searching for gems in a pond, in the river.
Yeah.
What was that song called?
Guinean.
Did you all do the video to match the song, or was the song done to just fit in a video?
So I had no idea what I was gonna do until I got there. That's number one.
On the video or in the song?
The video.
Okay.
And yeah, I mean, we came up with the script on the venue itself on that day in the morning.
Oh, so
It was quite spontaneous.
video was, darling, creativity was nothing there.
I know, honey. I just wanted to. I'm quite eccentric in that sense, so I just wanted something new.
A concept is when you create, right?
Yeah.
When you just put a few shots together, it's just called. There you go.
I didn't put some shots together.
Yeah, that's fine.
It was
So
a story.
so that means
It was
the
a
video
story,
was
and
done
it
for
had
the
a very
song.
incremental build-up.
I never understood that story. I will sit with you for a personal session. At this very point, I'm asking my wonderful team to play that clip of the song for those who don't know. Producer, please note, my dear Charit. But great, so now we know the video was done then and there.
Yeah.
I don't want to call you for another video. Man, girl. All right. Imran, are you ready, my dear?
Saving the best for the last.
All right.
Okay. Carry on.
Roshan Wijewardena, Bath here. Who would you recommend if your dates are booked to produce an event?
Roshan Wijewardena.
Faisal Bonzo, Adam Ali, Savitri Rodrigo, Arundas Bandaranaika. Your first pick and your last pick to compare events. And no pick as well, you can pick. No pick, first pick, last pick.
Well, no pick, but I would say the man that I've worked with the longest in this industry is Arundas Bandaranaika.
Okay, so it's your first pick.
He's a man. Yeah, he has a brilliant command of the
My
English language.
God.
But the rest of them have now come into the fore, and they are there. Arun is not so much.
You're complicating my question.
Okay, that is what I meant to do.
First pick,
First pick,
who?
Arun.
Last pick,
No pick.
no. I want a last pick and a no pick. Last pick,
Well, last pick is not
Can I read
any
the
of
names
them.
to you again?
I know all the names.
okay.
But the last pick, there is no one that would be a last pick. They're all the same. They all are equally good in their different fields.
Have you worked with all of them?
I've worked with a whole lot.
Last pick?
So there is no last
Then
pick.
give me a no pick then.
No pick.
No, who is the no pick?
You.
My name is not in this.
Yeah, but you are emceeing for me. You're doing a show for me on the 18th. You did a show for me on Saturday.
Imran!
Okay,
This
you
show is
had to
about
give a
me.
last pick. You had to give a last pick.
Okay. So last pick. Give me those names again.
Faisal Bonzo, Adam Ali.
Adam Ali and?
Savitri Rodrigo.
Okay, so Savitri I worked with recently. Adam Ali I worked with recently. Faisal is the one that I have not worked with so
Done,
much.
thank you, got the answer.
Got it.
Faisal Bonzo, you are the
He
no
killed
pick.
me.
Natasha Ratnaika,
Shermaine Willis.
I'm Shermaine. Yes.
Ashanti
Shermaine
Jarvis,
Willis.
Umara,
Asha.
Umaria. Rank them according to your vocal abilities. According to their vocal ability.
Not qualified to do that.
Just,
I'm not Simon Cowellman.
okay. Let me rephrase the question.
I'll tell you one thing.
But rank them according to your preference.
Okay, my preference is Umara and Umaria have been working from the time they were kids. So it's Umara. She's the first one I work with. Umaria was standing in her school uniform next to me while her sister was singing on stage.
Right, so 1, 2, I've
So
got
the next
one.
came Umaria.
Okay.
I then work with Ashanti.
Preference, okay? I don't want order of work.
Yeah, I'm
Ashanti,
giving you
number
preferences.
3.
Yes.
Shermaine,
Then-
you're not there still.
Yeah, I know.
Then I know. Then
But
I've
he
been
found
working
me.
with. Then I've been working with Shermaine,
Okay, that's 4th.
and then came Natasha. And Natasha I worked with early times, but recently I haven't worked with Natasha for.
5th. Okay, done, got
Yeah,
it.
done.
Let me just read the answers again.
Any
in
of
the
these
correct
people come to
answer.
kill me, I'm
so
going
it's
to-
Umara, Umaria, followed by Ashanti, Shermaine, then Natasha. That's the order that
Yes.
Imran ranks them. Let's get into a break. We'll see you on the other side. Do stick around. It's a date with Danu. Welcome back to the show. It's A Date with Danu right here on High TV, your luxury channel, in conversation with a brilliant set of people. Channa, I'm starting with you, this particular segment. You have worked over the years with excellent talent. You have performed for some brilliant shows. But when it comes to our film industry, like most of the other industries have really picked up. Our music industry has really gone to the other level. But our film industry has always fell short, and now we see one or two movies that are coming out that are commercially so beautiful. But where do you think our problem is? Because in terms of talent, we have it all. But in terms of investment is where we're having problems.
Yeah, investments.
It's always that?
It's always that.
And do you feel that there's a mafia that sort of manipulates the cinema halls?
No.
Okay.
It's investments, and maybe a lot of the productions you see from India and other countries are open budget.
Yeah.
So in Sri Lanka, I think there's a set budget and you have to be in that, which goes
Okay.
down to.
Unfortunate, right?
Unfortunate.
Because it's so sad that artists who are the life of a country most of the time and always tend to earn way less than the politicians who are the jokers of the country. Don't you agree? Artists are normally meant to earn more. But tell me, Imran, you have found talent and you sort of work with them. When it comes to marking an amount for how much to pay them, how do you go through that process?
There is, when a new person comes in, there is obviously it's a slightly lesser amount than what you would pay a professional fee of what the normal professionals who have made their mark who are asking for. So what you do is you talk to the artist and then you agree on a fee. But then I think any event producer, once he or she has achieved that
You have
status,
to respect that skill.
you should got to respect that skill and increase it even before they ask you and bring them back to that level.
Yeah.
That's only fair.
Yeah.
And another thing that I really dislike is the fact that somebody will take an artist, let's say an artist wants to charge, just for example's sake, 100,000 rupees, and they'll put 100,000 rupees onto an estimate and then say 150,000 and put 50,000 in their pocket.
Yeah.
That's not fair. An artist should be paid, and the other thing is an artist should be respected.
True.
Because at the end of the day, it's an art. And
Should be
it's
comfortable.
an
The
art.
artist
They
is
should be
comfortable and you're respected.
Yeah.
I like teamwork.
Let's get into something that we like to play called Do You Hear What I Say?
Do you hear what I say?
So first up, Channa was ever willing. He said, somebody has to do it first. I'm going to go ahead. Channa, thank you. So if you guess it right, I will send you a gift.
Okay.
Before we hear the dragon horn.
Okay.
Okay?
Say do something.
So wear this now.
Huh?
You wear this.
Wait.
Put it on.
Ready? Ring my bell. Ring my bell.
Movenpick?
Ring my bell.
You had Movenpick.
No, we are not at Movenpick. Ring my bell.
Come again.
Ring my bell.
You had Movenpick.
Okay. The dragon is more like a dead cat, but it's fine. What happened to the dragon? I said ring my bell, but you said I'm at Movenpick. That's totally fine. Okay, lost. Imran, I really hope that you do this. I will send you British passports.
I don't need it.
Darling. You need to marry that brand.
Put it on.
Okay, put it up.
Okay.
Don't disturb your hair. Okay, ready? My magic stick.
Oh my god.
My magic stick.
Paparazzi.
My magic stick. My magic stick.
You're putting accent into it.
Oh, sorry. My magic stick.
Paparazzi.
Why are you stuck on paparazzi?
I can see your lips moving as Papa.
My magic stick. My magic stick.
Papa Rich. Go for it.
My magic stick.
Oh, my magic stick. I knew it had to be something. Ring my bell, sticks, all that kind of stuff. Okay.
Are you ready, girl?
Oh yeah, hold on.
All right.
Okay, let's do this. Oh my god.
I'm telling you.
Okay, ready? Put it in your mouth.
Hold on a second, what?
Hold on a second to whom? Put it in your mouth. Put it in your mouth.
Put it in your mouth?
She got it?
I must
She's
say,
got it.
Raja's song has really worked.
Yeah, she's got it.
I heard it off.
I'm telling you.
She didn't. Those lips just moving.
Let's get into a break. On the other side, we have more coming your way. It's going to be a fun episode of A Date with Danu right here on High TV. Back with us on the show, it's A Date with Danu, and this is one of my favorite segments, and I can't wait to dig into all of my favorite questions, and this is called Sticky Situ.
Sticky Situ.
All right, welcome back. It's A Date with Danu, and as I told you, it's my favorite segment. Let me start with Imran.
Go for it.
Good.
Imran, let's go back a few years. So the new election happened. We had a joint coalition. We had a president, and the president made a very strong statement about a bra. Yeah. Now you produced this show which had the bra flying to Enrique's hands.
No, I didn't.
No, it's not
You
good.
didn't produce it.
I didn't
No.
produce it.
Now this is where my question comes. Okay.
This,
So now,
this is a very earnest impression that is.
that's what.
is
So
there.
here's where my question comes.
Okay.
So I was told it's a production by Imran Saibo, but he's not doing the event. Event is done by a different party who was scrutinized enough by radio personalities and so on and so forth. There were others who are also involved in it, two bigger faces in it who perfectly backed out. But were you the one who put the stage up and the lights in?
Yes.
That is you. But you had nothing to do with the event.
No.
Clear the air. Clear the air, dear.
Let me clear the air.
Let me just sit comfortably for
It had something to do with the bra.
I actually didn't see that bra. This is how it happened.
Okay.
The stage was put together by us. The sound, the lights, whatever.
Were the barricades put together by you?
No,
Because
the
that
barricades
was
were
the
not
first
put
thing that
together by
broke,
me.
apparently.
No, the barricades were not put together by me. But here, in favor of the people who organized it here on the ground as well, I must say they were not aware of what was going on down there. Because
Down
there
where?
was down there in the sense, down there, wrong choice of words, down on that field.
Okay, right.
Right, because the gentleman who was supposed to perform was supposed to come earlier on. He had
This
come
is Enrique
later.
Iglesias.
Yes, the person on ground who came from the team. We opened our light plots because we have all the tech specs when anybody comes from overseas, and we opened the light plots and said, "Is this fine with you?" Night before, he looked at everything and he said, "Everything is fine." Off he went. Next morning he turns up with another part of the team who says, "No, this is not what we sent, but we said this is what you have sent." Then he wanted everything changed around.
Okay,
Hats off to our guys, they changed it around.
right.
They did all
So
that.
you were just an outsourced person to handle the stage
Yes,
and lights.
That's it.
Right.
After that, I just actually back. I spent that time in the Nihonbashi area,
Okay.
having something to
Food
eat.
items.
Some food.
Japanese
items.
food.
Yeah, some Japanese food.
Okay.
But once again, this person from the team that came down was refusing to open gates, keeping people inside. And what he held over the heads of the organizers was that if you don't listen to what I say, then no appearance.
Oh, okay.
And the contract said it.
Oh, right.
So finally they opened it and they did what they had to do. I would say the performance itself was
Brilliant.
brilliant.
Of course.
Brilliant performance, brilliant show.
He's
everything.
nice to look
Yeah.
at as well.
But I just,
No,
I just wish that whoever the coordinator who came from there was a little more flexible and also listen to the organizers down here.
okay.
Because all the personalities you mentioned had the best of intentions. They actually wanted it to happen, and they wanted it to happen properly.
But I must say, not every country will have the head of state commenting about something like that. So hats off.
Yeah.
Enrique got more coverage that he'll never
I
get
know.
anywhere.
And his performance, I must say, was absolutely
bra-worthy.
Bra-worthy.
Bra-worthy, I tell you.
Crowd loved it.
Bravo!
Oh my God.
That's what they meant. Bravo! Okay, fine. Got it. You ooze sex appeal.
Is it?
Am I also... Let's do this again. You ooze sex appeal.
Ooze.
Ooze. Right. I'm saying it works well.
Okay.
You pull it off beautifully. You look the part for performance.
Oh.
When you do it in our country, it becomes such a huge nuisance.
Yeah.
You're like, oh God, look at me.
Depends on the audience.
Huh?
Depends on the audience.
Correct. But you are not going and performing in like a stage where it's a cultural event or something. No? You're performing
Yeah,
for
of course, yeah. There's a time and a place.
What is
for
your
it.
opinion on it? I'm sure you get comments and messages and things like that. I am saying it's great. If you have a great body, if you know how to perform and if you know how to use it,
Yeah.
and if JLo can show it, why can't you, dear?
No, I mean, this is how I look at this. See, if it's not just even performing, let's say you're a musician, just the voice only. If you like, you appreciate that, and if you don't, that's it, then you look for something else. And but in our country, like, people rarely appreciate something new or something a little eccentric or something that's
challenging.
quite challenging, and for them they always have something almost negative to say. But for me, when I started off, it was quite intimidating because like I was just very fresh, and everyone's opinion mattered to me. But now I've come to the point like where, hey, if you appreciate this, by all means, but if you don't, I still respect you. But I think Sri Lanka might take some time to really actually think through and appreciate things that are quite new and fresh. But here, when a Sri Lankan suddenly does something, it becomes taboo for some reason, and it becomes like it's a culture shock.
Let's get into a segment that we call charades.
Hey, you didn't put Channa on the spot.
I'm coming to it
Oh,
because
okay.
we have to go.
Not fair. We do.
Pattu karanna mine. Let's see you after this. Let's play charades. Sometimes not all mugs are used for coffee. Intense drinking, no coffee?
Pow,
Yeah, I
pow.
just like my caffeine.
I know.
It's amazing.
My mug has never been at such places. All right, are we all
my
ready to
God,
play
Danu.
charades? All right, I will start with you. No, I'll just show it. You all can make me guess. I have, I think, 3 chances to guess.
Okay.
Is it upside down?
Yes,
Yeah,
it
it's
is.
upside down.
It's ups and down.
How do I act that?
What is it? Popcorn,
No,
pot,
no.
plate, rice, burger, cake,
Close.
cake, pie. Pie!
Yes?
He was very good. He showed the cover on top. Skill of a performer, I tell you. What is
You
it?
show it. You show it.
God. 2 words. Okay. Lip kiss. 2 words. 1 word. Spank me. Dance. Candy and dance. Candy hit. Candy cane.
Spank me.
Chara gaya hua.
Spank me. Cane man, spank me.
All right.
That's easy.
Oops.
Lock. Not. I don't know what you were trying to get. I don't know what she was trying to get at. Now you all get one.
Okay.
It's my chance to guess. But actually his performance is very good. You are of course useless to play this game with me.
Spank me.
Okay, Imran, it's your chance.
Is it upside down?
Okay. Got it? No.
Shoot. Kill. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 words. Okay. 7. 007. Bond. James Bond.
Yes.
Yes.
007.
007. Okay. Same thing.
Yeah, correct.
Do I get my
007
cosmetics?
sounded like a phone number.
Do I get my cosmetics?
You will get it even if you lose or not, because it's a help that I'm doing. You. She saw it. I can see your eyes.
No, I didn't.
That's wrong.
Basketball.
Simple.
Basket and a ball, she was very good at it.
So I get a gift there.
You said that?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. But the way he did it was like a drumming and then he got drumming.
Pie.
No.
Donut.
Exactly. Finger in a
What?
hole.
What's this about?
Donut. It's a hole.
Hole.
I nearly
Finger in the hole.
said ulundu adi.
But anyway, good. Now, when we do come back, I have to speak to Imran about something and also Channa. Imran, do you watch the movie 50 Shades of Grey?
Yes, I did.
When we do come back after the break, do
Yeah.
stick around.
Spanking,
It's a
isn't it?
date with Danu. You're back with us right here on Date with Danu, and I want to speak to Channa. Now, we have spoken about performances. You have won multiple awards. There's all types of honorary titles that have been given to you. When you started your career as a dancer, how was your family support?
I had the fullest support from my family.
But there are so many families that...
Not from my relations,
Ah, yeah, that's-
my immediate family.
Oh yeah, it's always a problem. No, the relatives just come and dig a little hole. I promise you. But tell me, by the way, my father's family does not talk to me, man. But just wanted to add that into the conversation. But just wanted to ask you, there are so many talented people who unfortunately cannot take up art as an industry because they're so worried about how crippled that their lives could be eventually. What is your advice to parents or kids who are listening?
Well, any profession, anything you do, there is a future if you do it the correct way. And it's a challenge. I challenged myself and what I'm doing, and I teach my students to go above me, and who compete with me, I have competitors.
Of course.
They're all my students. None of the others are competitors. Only my students come. That's my challenge. You can go. There's a future. You go for it. You shouldn't fear.
Okay. It's very important, I think. And it comes from people like you who have actually been there, done it. What does it take to be a Channa dancer? If I want to dance, can I come and dance?
No,
You can.
Imran, let him answer that, please.
I'm just, doing the head shake.
You have to be 100% focused.
I am, but would you reject me for my size?
No, because your size is going to go down.
Would I be getting to perform at all your other shows?
Depends on how you work.
Okay, but if let's say I have the rhythm and everything, but I've not lost weight, what would you do? You can't have one person fat, no? You get the others too.
There are characters. There are characters. Big characters. You can be. We have 18 Varnams, so you can choose one of the Varnams. There is elephant, Gajaga Varnama. There's a Mayura Varnama. There's a Ukusa one, which is a bird. I think you know. You won't fit into.
There are big
Turanga,
birds.
the horse. Gajaga will go with. Gajaga with glasses.
I'm coming.
Yeah, that's right. That's
I like
you've done Canadian dances.
Yes.
Wow. Why are you stuck here? Throw it out. Oh, there you go.
No, I just wanted to be more.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Saw that, Imran. There's no rhythm even on your head.
Remember the one he started with?
One number for you. Coming to Imran now. So I was told that you're into SSMM.
What?
S&M. Do you like kinkiness in your bedroom? I know you like to collect a lot of things in life. I know that you have your whole office is full of all these collectible items,
Yeah.
like all these odd things. Tell me about your collectible items that are not displayed.
When you say collectible items, they are vintage, retro, record players,
But there are also
70s,
other vintage
gramophones,
things.
books.
There are other vintage, other things.
I know
as
where
well.
you're going.
I just want to know. Do you like it like S&M?
Okay. Is not what I do. 50 Shades of Grey, I really can't
That's too
imagine
painful. No, are you?
whipping somebody or
you
being whipped
can't,
or something
honey.
like
Look
that.
at you. You barely have a bum there.
Exactly.
Yes, exactly.
You whip that bum means I won't be nothing left.
You'll hurt other parts of your body.
Kinkiness comes in different forms.
Ooh.
And
I like this conversation.
yes,
Take
my
it,
bedroom is totally uninhibited.
No.
Yep. I think my wife will bear witness to that.
Right. Okay. So you are an interesting person with the behind the shut doors.
Yeah, you need to be. You need to leave your inhibitions behind when you enter your bedroom.
Wow. I like this. I like this. What is the most kinkiest thing that you've got your hands on?
Oh my God.
Female.
Huh?
Female in form. Yes?
Female.
Anything.
Okay.
A
Female.
What do you mean got your hands on?
Well, to use.
To use?
Yeah.
You mean you're talking about
Tools.
added playmates to the...
Tools.
The
Tools.
added tools.
Yeah. Props.
Props.
Toys.
Toys.
And it can't. There is a toy that was bought some time ago, which was never used.
Why?
Why? Because we were in Amsterdam. My wife and I went into this store, which was obviously a store that sold these
I
props.
love this life.
Is this address only program?
This has now become this one part of the
18 plus.
Yeah.
She turned around and she said to the guy at the counter, she said, "You got everything here for men. You don't have anything for women." He took out this rather long thing. Object, I would say. Object. He stuck it to the wall.
Ooh.
And it stayed there. He switched on a button and he started doing this.
Right.
A fish.
Now we all know what
And
the
he-
toy
it's a-
is.
and he turned around to my wife. Okay, let's call it a fish.
It's a fish.
He turned around to my wife and he said, "Now what do you think?" So she was dumbstruck for words. I ended up paying at that time about 10,000 rupees, but I didn't have money in my pocket as well. And we carried it
Wow.
back.
But you know what's
and do you know
amazing?
where it went? It was never used. It went for stag nights, hen nights. It came back covered with chocolate cake, and now it went into the dustbin and off
Become
it's
a
gone.
prop.
But
So
I can
that's the
always
one
get
that we
some.
saw in the video.
That's the one that you picked out of my dustbin.
It's on camera.
No, man. There was a video that went around on WhatsApp in the Kunu bin. There was one that
Oh,
was
yes,
caught.
yes, I saw it too.
Imran.
That's the one. Was it
Right now
pink?
that we know how Imran can work, we'll see you with what's on their Facebook. What's on their Facebook, and
Oh my God.
you know, today with this dress you can make 5 outfits.
I told you should block Facebook.
You can make 5 outfits with the amount of cloth that's used here.
Yeah, I think.
Where was this day?
Where was this, my dear?
This was in school.
How old were you here?
I was probably 15,
Which
14
school?
actually.
Which school are you?
So I was schooled in Gampaha.
Gampaha
That's
days.
why it's a little longer than it should be.
Gampa.
Please take a look at the Gampaha fashion. How many years ago was this, Chandler?
Can I show that?
Brilliant photograph.
Beautiful.
What?
About 10, 15.
You look the same.
I look the same.
It actually looks like a slow-mo version of a fall from a chair.
Yeah.
Like a rescue.
Who's dance?
Vidya.
Imran, you have a photographer at all your events, right?
Yeah, otherwise I just get the pictures of the photograph.
That's amazing.
I tried to do it on my own, it never worked.
You have a picture with
Ah,
always
always.
a flocked,
Charlie's Angel.
a flocked level of photograph.
Flock level of photograph.
Has it worked for you?
It's
Imran?
nice, you know.
It's nice.
Imran's
Definitely.
Angel.
It's nice.
So, how was life in Gampaha?
Well, it was alright. It was not like great, but it was okay. Yeah.
So this is Gampaha and Colombo.
Yeah, I mean, puberty hit like thunder there.
And also Colombo hit you like thunder too. The difference is,
Oh my
as you
God,
could
Danu,
see,
I love you.
I have to say, in Gampaha, as you all can take a close look at this.
No. Okay,
there's-
let me tell you.
There's a cloth put to cover.
No.
Colombo
Let
rich.
me tell you. So what happened was, when I bought that red dress, that red part was not there.
I thought
initially.
as much.
Yeah. So what happened was,
Your mom stitched it.
no, not my mom. The sisters and the teachers who happened to be in that school had a problem with that.
That definitely.
Oh my God, child, you better cover that. So I had no
we have a
choice.
lot of beeping to do in this play. Yeah.
But you know, but they're the worst. You know.
We have a lot.
Beep, beep, beep,
Beep, beep, beep, beep, beep, beep.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, and so then, like, I had to cover, even though I didn't have anything there. I mean, there's nothing
okay.
to show technically. But yeah.
That's
And
a
then-
big bow, though.
Thank you.
I'll give you this photograph.
This from my Facebook. Yeah,
Aseka.
he's been sitting.
So cute.
Yeah.
Is she living up to all your expectation in dance?
Yeah.
Brilliant. It's hard to please otherwise. How
You know, Aseka reminds me of the mom.
Fully. Mom.
100%.
She's everything.
I love this photograph.
Taken in Tirupati last February.
Absolutely beautiful. So pretty. I have to speak about this one. You remind me of Franklin the Turtle.
That was in my Thai
Yeah.
days.
That
Yes.
you, Imran?
He doesn't have a neck. Do you ever notice that?
That's actually Sati Watson.
Sati
Was at the
Watson,
end.
yeah.
When he ran something called Entertainment Unlimited at that
Where
time,
is
and
he?
this is in the Grand
he
Oriental
now?
Hotel.
There, the
He's
face of
around.
his is the same.
He's around. Sati is here.
No, he's asking for Imran in that picture. Show it to her.
The guy with the tea-
I'm
tie.
here.
Can I have a look?
The fat
Please,
lump.
more details on this photograph, the two of you.
I've just been growing better as time goes by.
Imran,
That's
you
a
remember
fact.
the shot?
I know.
Y'all
That
can
was
tell
in
me
the
as well,
Hilton.
I'm just here.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm here.
Arundin Singh Athamman, yeah?
No. This was the performer who came from
Yeah, India.
India.
Can't remember the name.
Very famous performer. Both of us can't remember the name.
He's not famous.
He was big
No,
and
he's
then
famous. He's famous. He's famous. He's very big. He came here for a private show.
Private show?
Yeah.
It is a private show that we did.
Why am I not called for a private show? I'm your private dance. Family time. Especially
time.
after all the conversation that I had about your personal room, I just had to show it. There was a production that was done in that personal
Yep.
room too. Well done.
The Bedouin is my son.
Yeah.
The tall guy.
Yeah,
I'm there in the middle. And that's the wifey.
definitely.
Why?
Wifey.
Yeah, the wifey.
All right. Thank you so very much. It's nearly
you.
time that we say goodbye. But before we go, Imran, thank you so very much.
You're welcome. Thanks for having us.
As always, it needs great humor to make something funny and not to get offended. I think you have that.
Yes.
And that takes a lot. Thank you so very much for being a little
you.
boy still in your heart, although age has really caught up.
But with her, you're going to have a lot of beeping to do.
Yes,
Is it? I think just one section.
No. You said.
it's okay. Drink up the coffee, my dear.
Coffee definitely helped.
But I must say, you're fabulous. Just continue living your life, and I think
Thank
you're doing a
you
great
so
job.
much.
But if you ever call for a music video, ask for the script next time, please. Just for everyone's sake. Just because you're glamorous, it doesn't help everything.
No, I'll actually have you as an actor.
Please. Thank you. And Channa, I think you are one of the most respected people. I think the earlier guests were walking out and they just made sure that they called him sir. I think it just comes in the way you carry yourself and the way you put yourself out there. There is personality, and that shows what craft can do to someone. And thanks so much for accepting this invitation, of course, from Imran and me, and for being here. Absolutely a pleasure. Thank you so very much. Talent
Thank you.
oozing out here. And Imran, thanks for making and giving opportunities to people for them to do what they
Oh,
do.
welcome.
All right, until we see you with another episode of A Date with Danu, we need to wrap things up. Big shout out to our hotel, that's of course Movenpick Hotel. Big shout out to Lovi for the brilliant outfits, and not forgetting my friends from Jonathan Studios. Until we see you soon, keep smiling.
Heart was empty, the cupboard was bare. I said, Papa, what's the matter here? I'm waiting, son.